cause artist block. People talk a lot about how to help artist block. I haven't really heard anyone actually discuss the causes of it, and I've struggled with artist block a lot recently, so I wanted to share things that I've learned about it with you today. Number 1, fear. Fear of doing a bad job, fear of having bad ideas, fear of what other people will think. That fear can basically become anxiety that stops you from doing what you really want to do, so it can make it hard not only to finish things, but to even start doing things. The thing to help with this one is just not to think. So you might have seen in some of my descriptions of videos, like, I'm just gonna not think anymore. I'm just trying to make this video. I'm just trying to make this thing, just not think. Just don't think about the outcome, about what other people are gonna think, and just come up with any idea and just try to do it and see it all the way through to the end, which can be really hard sometimes because there's always something comes up and makes it hard to finish, and then you're like, I don't know if I can do this. But maybe you have an idea, but you're afraid that you're not skilled enough to pull it off, or that other people will think it's weird. You should just forget those things and just try to do it anyway. Like, when I first tried to do animation, I didn't know any animation at all, and I was just like, Connor was having a contest, I'm just going to do it anyway. And then I was able to do an animation for him, even though I had no idea what I was doing. And then people liked it, so I did a few more animations, and I learned a lot about animation through that. Even if people don't like it, you can often learn a lot through the experience, even if it isn't the best thing you've ever made, which honestly that's probably the most popular thing I've ever made. But yeah, and it's really hard to get past the fear point at the beginning. It can be like handcuffs, or like, I don't know, like being bound up by yourself and you just can't seem to do it. But once you just don't think about anything and just think about the project and then see it all the way through to the end, it helps a lot to be able to do it. Number 2, too much focus, or hyper-perfectionism. This is basically when you're trying so hard, so guilty of this, that you haven't had a chance to step back and see the whole picture, so to say. You want it to be so perfect and you're working just so very hard, but yet it seems like it's turning out to be garbage. This type of artist block is caused because you put yourself in this little box where only like a certain way of doing something is right, and I am been guilty of this since I have been born. So it is very hard to get out of, I know. So sometimes for this one, it's good to do a different project to sort of go, when you go back to one you're struggling with, you can see it in a new light and be able to face the problems you're having, or even just step away from it for a little bit. Like, even if it's just drawing a picture, step away from the picture a few hours and then look at it again, and you can see what was being a problem and help it. Number 3, having no structure, no reason, and no willpower. This is when you just don't know what to do, you have no ideas, everything seems kind of pointless. You want to do art, but you just have no willpower, and you just stare at a blank page or whatever you're working on that's not started for what seems like forever. You can stare at that blank thing in number 1 or 2, but I find it to be more prominent of a thing in number 3. Now, I would blame my lack of creativity in this one for having it being on depression or something, but I think I have figured out a way to finally cure it. Don't quote me on this, I don't know if it's perfect, maybe it's just lucky time, I don't know, but having specific goals and deadlines that you meet for your art, like say you fill a sketchbook page each day, seems to be very helpful with being a creatively active person. For example, lately I've been trying to make a video every week. It's been hard, and every single week I'm thinking, this is the week I don't do it, this is the week I fail. But so maybe this video, I'm probably gonna put too much effort into this video and it's gonna be not up this week, but that's okay. I'll just try to keep it up again next week, but that's okay. You guys aren't gonna like get all mad if I don't do it good. I don't have to stop trying after I fail, or you don't have to stop drawing in your sketchbook consistently after you don't do good one day. La, 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 la. So, in conclusion, I think if you set goals for yourself and are able to get yourself to not be so afraid of your lack of skills or what other people will think, because I know that's what I feel a lot, then it will greatly help with artist block. Of course, it will still come every once in a while, like little butthole that it is, but I think it'll be far less often. And I hope that all the stuff I talked about in this video today is encouraging and useful to you in your daily life as an artist, because I know I need to tell myself these things constantly, and I have this terrible feeling that my family is going to watch this video, especially my dad, and then he's going to be like, remember you said this in your video, why aren't you doing these things? So yeah, I'm setting myself up to be quoted back to myself with this video. Well, I hope you have a good day. Bye.